Hello, good evening, Twin Minds here. A little bit of a late start for me here, but we are back at PC Building Simulator by popular vote. Just gonna have a little bit of a chill Saturday. Don't know what I'm doing yet. We'll figure it out, because I don't remember where we left off. So let's find out, shall we? Looks all the same. Nothing remarkable has changed. I don't think they're updating this game all that much anymore, but who knows? Hi, Sparkle. I am probably building PCs. That is a fair guess, yes. Okay, so let's see. This one needs a high 3D Mark score. I have parts. Someone wanted Type Blue. I remember that. Yeah, that until I3. You got sure. I got parts. I am doing okay. I'm a little bit of a late start. There was a bit of a battle for my soul going on between allergies and Benadryl, and Benadryl kind of won, so I had to wait for that to finish off. Why is there a sticker under there? Can I? I can't crouch to actually look at that sticker. Good to know. Okay. So we have 4 computers in here. We've got, needs another 3D Mark score. This one needs a pathetic 3D Mark score. This one's just an unknown broken stuff. Both of these are unknown broken stuffs. Okay. Oh, Hazel. Right, Hazel. So we got our author, Bruce Van Cleef, here. Keeps breaking this PC and doesn't want to be bothered with the dredges of technology. Hazel here wanted me to strip down to my skivvies and light some incense to fix her computer. So, yeah, we got some interesting customers here. Let's see. Yep. Bruce with his wordy situation, and my previous stripping down and lighting incense was not enough to fix it from afar. Joan wants an upgrade to 16 gigs of RAM. So this ADATA XPG Dazzle red LED. I just got this part in today, so let's do hers, because I know what we need to do for hers. So that is Joan Shelley. This one. Hey, Hazel's allowed to be a stereotype if she wants to be. So we should just need to jam in that piece of RAM. Let me take a quick look at her. She's also the one that wanted the plastic blue cable, so we're going to have to rewire her damn thing. Okay. So, let's rewire everything, shall we? She's got green plastic cables. Apparently she was not happy with that anymore. Any other? We do have another cable. Here. And I don't think we can recolor those, but we'll try. Hi, Mackenzie. I don't see any other green cables laying around. And I don't think I can recolor any of the other ones. So that'll be fine. So let's go ahead and jam in the next piece of RAM. Delightful. Alright, so install cables, blue, all of the cables. Oops, missed. Quite frankly, I am shocked that no one voted for, or very few people voted for Space Engineers tonight. But, you know, sometimes we just need a break, I guess. Well, unfortunately, the vote was very heavily skewed against Space Engineers for tonight, so you would not have been able to sway it, unfortunately. But that's okay. Stuff happens. Stupid hospital indeed. Everything okay? I suppose I will antivirus her as well. Being able to breathe is a good thing, so that's good that you had that done. Oof, your 3D Mark score scares me. But alas, that's what you want, so do your thing. Alright, so what did he want? He wanted a 3D Mark score of 4004. So let's see where we're at currently. 'Cause I don't recall where we're at with this thing. Hey, she's satisfied with a 3D Mark score of 2300. More power to her. Not everything's about the 3D Mark, especially if you're not gaming. So I'm going to take a quick look at the shop just to see what parts we have available, because I wanted to see if it were possible to build my current PC in the game. No. In fact, I don't think they're going to have my model. Because this i7-6700 is newer than mine. So I could probably build close to my current PC, but not all the way. That's unfortunate. Yeah, all these models are newer than mine. And then I don't have the newer Ryzens available yet. So there goes that idea. Okay, you're... Wait. So she wanted a 2302. She wanted 16 gigs of RAM installed. And she wants an MSI something. So she does need an upgrade. I just don't know what yet. So she has a budget of 400 in parts. I need to check the cost of that RAM I just bought for her. That was the XPG Dazzle 8 gig red edition, 75 bucks. Okay. Was it the 24 or was it the 3000? I don't remember. It was the 3000, so 105. So, that leaves me with, what, 295 for the budget? So, what am I upgrading for her for 295? Her current video card is probably poop. She's got a 1050 Ti and a Ryzen 3. What do I have in my shed? I've got a Ryzen 5 that I could give her. I just don't remember if that was for someone else, because I have multiple projects in route at the moment, so I don't know. Vidya cards, I've got a couple older MSIs. Nothing too terribly remarkable. Okay. So according to this, the graphics score is the low chunk on this. So I probably should update the GPU to something. And she's got the 1050 Ti. Somewhere in there. Somewhere in the neighborhood of tier-ish. So I could give her... I could give her one of my MSIs. I think I've got a 970. Yeah, I do have a 970. That might do it for her. I don't think she bitched about not liking used parts. No, she doesn't have a concern with that. So let's try that. See how that goes. This is more of a let's see if I can use what I've got instead of attempting to buy something new. PC unlock, yeah. There we go. Alright, not gonna bother putting the cover on until we figure out what she's got going on here. Did I helps to plug in the video card. I have actually done this one myself on my own PCs before. Just straight up forgotten to plug in the power on the video card. Like, why the hell doesn't it work? Why won't it boot up? Why is it black? My video card dead? No. It's just my brain that's dead. Alright, so you're at 3810 and you want to be at 404. So you need a beefier graphics card by a little bit. I don't think I have one. Don't have any new parts incoming. So all of my parts that I've got currently are where they're at. So I need to upgrade him. He's got a 1060 Founders Edition. Where is that in the ranking here? Right here. So he needs probably a 980 Ti. What's this dude's name again? T. Lewis. He likes the sheen. I don't have any sheens unless... Is that enough? Might be enough. Budget $600. Sure. Oh, that's right. I jacked up his thing to an Intel i7 as well. And that wasn't quite enough. So, he does need that better video card. Okay. So, hopefully the sheen will do it. You get to just sit there and be that way for now. I have well exceeded your expectations, ma'am, so I hope you are happy. Let's go ahead and finish putting this thing back together. Ding. They somehow knew that blue plastic cables were my favorite and puts them in. Yeah, that whole "you asked for them" situation. Yeah, don't worry about that. So we can discard her email. She is done. New bits and bobs. Sure. You know what, Hazel? You know what, Hazel? Let's go take a look at Hazel's computer. Blow out that evil. Okay, so start. So, diagnose and fix. What happens? Error, no CPU found. Okie dokie, let's start there, shall we? There we go. Error, no CPU found. Your CPU has imploded, madam. So you have a Celeron G3900. Yep, definitely broken. I happen to have a replacement 3930, so she'll even get a slight upgrade. Boop. Get top down. Can I there we go. And apparently her Mortoni cooler was also broken. So, I do not have enough coolers anymore. That's awesome, because I think this guy has got that green cooler that's... Wait, could I just upgrade his cooler and swap out this? Give him a better cooler? You know what? You've got a green theme going on. I'm going to steal your cooler. Wait, did this guy like use parts or not? T. Lewis, Do you care about used parts? You do not care about used parts. You're getting this cooler because it matches your theme. There. I even made it prettier for you. And power that on just for the hells of it. And then you get this one. I don't really need to run 3D Mark on our computer, do I? I mean, it would at least let us know if there are ghosts in the machine that we need to excise, so I guess probably should. Alright, he's good as is. I'm going to go ahead and run the 3D Mark again on him, just cuz. I might grab a couple more coolers, maybe? This is because I don't have any more coolers. Motherboard, memory, any broken? Nope. Ah. My bad. I have forgotten that whenever you remove the cooler, it counts as having removed and cleared off all the paste. So, fresh paste. Need to actually do that. Alright. I'm not going to bother running. So we are good. So she just needs her case bits back on. Alright, Hazel, you're good to go. And she's happy. That's all that matters. CPU overclocking. You've unlocked CPUs and motherboards with overclocking functionality. This means you can overclock the CPU in the motherboard's BIOS. Note, components come with slight variations in quality, and two versions of the same component will behave differently when overclocked. Be warned that components will break if too much voltage is applied or they get too hot. Wow, they actually added in variations in manufacturing. That's actually impressive. Alright, so we can discard Hazel's lengthy email. Probably should go ahead and figure out what Bruce's problem is. So this guy is on tap for a new video card that I've got in my shopping cart here. I'm going to go ahead and grab some cooling as well. Just need something cheap so I can jam in if people need it. Mortoni Thermal 100 is the cheapest, although I kind of like the Arctic Alpines, the low profile ones, just because they're kind of neat looking. Neat, slim, not overbearing. Let's grab a handful of those in case people need them. They do have really crap airflow though, so I have to worry about that if I'm adding anything for actual cooling purposes. But for low power situations, they don't need to be remarkable. So, Bruce, what did you do? Can I not power this on? Can I not cable? WTFO? That's kind of weird. Normally, it lets me auto cable as soon as I hit the P button to power it on. Maybe Bruce's computer is worse off than I thought. Literally not powering on at all. Huh. Alright, well, let's strip it open and find out what's wrong. We have power supply. Oh, he gets a blue cable. That's fine. Fun with that, buddy. No power. Well, I mean, I'm getting to the point where I think his power supply might be dead. Because it can't power the damn thing on, and there's no more cables to plug in. Alright, well, let's get him... Yep, power supply is broken. Well, I happen to have a replacement for you, sir. And he's going to get blue cables internal because that's what I happen to have selected right now, and it's not a bad option against white. Everything good? Everything good? On! Overstocking? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I can buy as many parts as I want. I'm just a little bit slim on cash, so there's only so much I can do. Oops. I meant to plug in my USB thingy and get him the full thingy. So yeah, I just ordered a handful of extra coolers just because they're, you know, 10 bucks each or whatever. So I figured, why not? Generally no bonus for finishing fast or early, no. You do get reimbursed for whatever parts you use, so that's good. Plus whatever cash is listed for the labor. So as far as I'm aware, no bonus for finishing early. I haven't seen any. I'm proud of you, Bruce. You didn't get any viruses. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and run 3D Mark just to make sure it's not going to overheat on me or anything like that. You're fine. Right, and I can't accept this one yet because I need a 5-star rating. You're waiting on new video card. Why do I still have this one? Ah, right, this is Prince Duarte. And this is Hazel. So I can get rid of Hazel's email. It's Uncle Timbo. Right, and he needs a better CPU, which I think I have. Probably the Ryzen 5 there. I don't remember. I'll have to get his on the bench to find out. So I gotta wait for this one to finish. Should be good though, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the case back on. Oh, no wait, he needs this PSU mount first. You're good. You didn't explode. All right. I'll count that as good. And that is Bruce Van Cleef. Great. Great. I have unlocked CPU overclocking, Ryzen 6 and 8 core CPUs, a bunch of different chipsets. I have unlocked a couple of Ryzen's new next case, more RAM, some stuff, some things. Next milestone, I can get the all-in-one CPU water coolers. That's nice. Plus 1080 Ti GPUs. That would be also nice. Okay. So for the new Ryzen Zen 2 series, the 3900 or whatever it is, versus the Intel i9 9900K, that question is still raging over the internet right now. Most people are trying really hard to swear by the new Ryzen card, but all of its performance numbers that are skyrocketing above the 9900K are all in multi-threading capabilities. But all of the reports that are coming back specifically for gaming results, the 9900K is still winning, not remarkably, but still winning. However, I was tipped off to the new i9 10 series, so the 10900K or some stupid number. Their modeling numbers are really out of hand, honestly. Which is going to be basically just leagues ahead of the new Ryzen card, because it's going to be the usual Intel gaming performance plus double the number of cores. So I'm trying to get information on when that's going to release. If it's not going to release soon, like if we're talking 6 months to a year out, then I'll probably get a 9900K and prepare myself to relegate that to a higher end server CPU or a second gaming rig, or not a second gaming rig, but a second streaming rig, so that I can upgrade as soon as the new stuff comes out. Depends on the time frame, honestly, but I'm probably leaning towards Intel. Although if I'm gonna have if I'm gonna buy one now, which is gonna end up being a server, then maybe I should go with the Ryzen, because server multitasking, probably a good call. But yeah, I'm having a hard time with decision making at the moment. All right, I think I'm good with this one. I think I just need to jam the CPU in here. Oh no. Oh no. I think I used his planned upgrade for this. Oh, I think I used his planned upgrade elsewhere. So, CPU. Yeah, there's still some thinking to do, but I try to be relatively smart about my CPU purchase. I usually agonize over it, because I'm on the 5-year cycle roughly, so usually every time I'm ready to do it, I start agonizing over what the right decision on that should be and all that fun stuff. So, all right, so you're not ready yet because your CPU is going to be on the way again. So let's take a look at the new jobs that I haven't even looked at yet. So we got this guy from Brian Eggleston, who is the personal attorney to Prince Duarte, and they have a rather questionable $4,000 reward for replacing their broken hard drive. Well, it wasn't broken, obviously, and I have not been paid yet. Clearly, this is some sort of scam of some variety, especially the whole, if you've received this in your junk, don't worry, it might be your internet provider, blah, blah, blah. But they did get back to me. Greetings, hello again. We've received the previous hardware with great satisfaction, and your final reward worth $4,000 is being prepared for dispatched. Unfortunately, we were unable to fully recover the necessary, I'm assuming that's D drive, and require further assistance before financial assets are confiscated. Please build a system of the following specification so to the authority can approve final release. Okay, whatever. Hardware must reach benchmark of 3,000 for fully verify. Your earliest response will be appreciated. So this is where I could potentially build a new computer and trust them and send it out and see where this leads. Tempted? It's gonna cost me a little bit. So maybe. We'll see. Very tempting. Just because of curiosity. But that's all of my spare cash basically going to go into that, so I don't know. Alright, Liberal Justin at liberalmixedglasses.gov. Hi, PC is super slow right now. Yawn. This part is important. I need it to be benchmark at least 3132. Got to have it by 10 days, too. Do you like cable modding? I saw some great plastic black cables, blah, blah, blah. I think I might have visited one too many dodgy sites. Yes, you probably have. So, what do we have in your current PC stats here? An i3 and an R9 280. So your R9 280 is relatively up there in the current stats. So most likely it's that i3 that's not too great. Yeah, your i3 is pretty far down the line. I could probably just order him another i7. What's your budget? Budget is 300. Let's get you another i7. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll come in tomorrow. Nut Dev. Hello, I can't believe my PC broke. Let's just say the good news is I found my hamster. But the PC isn't working. Can you try fixing the motherboard? Mortoni components are meant to be the bomb. I had some bad experiences where people haven't properly benchmarked their changes. So he just needs a motherboard replacement. So what motherboard you got, sir? Mortoni AM320M. Alright. That one. Alright then. So we'll accept that one, get that on the road. The dream is over! Hey, Blake here, just letting you know that the Film Classics archive is dead. Not because of you. I'm super grateful that you came through with those repairs. But I actually got hit with a legal takedown request. Turns out hosting a few hundred cult movies for free download is illegal. I mean, it's not like you can buy the DVDs or anything. These companies don't even care about their movies. They just want to bully the little guy. It's a scandal. But I'm not going to take this lying down. I'm going to fight them every step of the way. Watch this space. Alright, Blake. Good luck to you, sir. Good luck to you. Alright. I am working my way up towards 5-star rating. I'm at like 4 and like 2/3-ish. Maybe almost. Yeah. Either way, I need to do a few more. So, I got nothing else to do today, I think. I mean, these guys don't have a timeline, so I could just sit on this for a little while, I think. I'm going to do this in 4 days, so that part's incoming. So let's go ahead and finish my order in the shop. I could buy a couple more things. I mean, so far the quest variety seems pretty remarkable. But there seems to be a handful of quest lines. So you've got Bruce Van Cleef, the writer, who has ongoing technological troubles. You've got the cult classic movie guy that I just read off, that he's got like 4 or 5 repairs that you got to do. You've got this mystery Prince Duarte that is trying to get through customs and doesn't want the customs authority to have whatever's on his computer. So we have to build and replace that stuff for free, quote unquote. I'm not sure yet. They claim $4,000, but who knows if it's ever going to happen. And then you've got Hazel, the crazy hippie lady. So, I mean, there seems to be a pretty good mix of stuff. There hasn't been any repeats. They all seem to be fairly custom. It's not like random as far as I can tell. But I have no idea replayability wise. Like, I don't think there would be much replayability unless you just like poking around and building the computers and stuff. Yes, she's a little bit off a rocker. Alright, I've ordered the parts. I didn't order the parts. I was going to order the parts. Let's do next day delivery. That's fine. It's $1,100 coming up. That's where I'm having cash problems. I only have $2,200 spare at the moment. So the concept of wanting to build and upgrade my own computer is going to the wayside because I'm too busy fixing everyone else's. Every once in a while I go through and check out my used parts that I've ripped out of other people's computers and try to upgrade mine, but that's leaving me many generations behind. Not that it matters. I can't play games on this thing. But otherwise, I mean, there's a lot to this game for sure. I could build the PC storage cupboard for $2,500. So if my volume starts upgrading past the like 8-ish slots that I've got out here, I could get this cupboard to be able to hold more. They do a pretty good job at progression. No idea what I'm hearing. It'd be great if you could put sell on eBay. The owners do not want their old parts back. They're just concerned about upgrades. So I've got a used i3, a used Ryzen 3, a used i3, a used i3. I mean, I've got them coming out my ears apparently. You can sell the spare used parts, but the return on them is negligible. And if I use these to actually fix incoming computers, then I put the parts to good use without necessarily having to worry about buying new parts and waiting for the repairs and stuff like that. So I just have to be careful about the emails. The emails will tell you whether or not they're concerned about used parts. And if you put in used parts on someone who is concerned about it, they'll jack up your reviews. So got to be careful about that a little bit. I think I'm good for today. Yeah, do I have one at the moment? No, actually. So their emails give you small hints. Like, this one basically says, you know, I've had some bad experiences where people haven't properly benchmarked their changes. So even though the objective doesn't say benchmark, his hint here is that you should benchmark your change to make sure that it works. And then you'll get basically a little bit of a boost of rating at the end, that kind of thing. This one hints that they saw some great black plastic cables. So if I rewire their PC in black plastic cables, boosting to the rating, even though it's not a specific objective. So there are those little hidden objectives in here. And sometimes in here it says something like, you know, I've heard of PC repair shops using used parts. Please don't do that, or whatever. That's where you got to be worried about what actually is said in the email. So you'll see me bouncing back and forth to reread the emails many times to make sure I'm not missing something that they've said that I wasn't paying attention to. Because you can see the objectives right here, but you can't see the email right here. So I can't refer directly to this for what they might have said in their email for the secrets. So I'm going to go ahead and end my day because I've done all I can today. Alright, new parts. All of the parts. Lots of parts. Extra air coolers, because why not? A couple i7s. So I'm going to go ahead and get this guy upgraded, because he's been sitting around forever. And he needs one of those i7s. So let's do that. And I don't have a cooler for him, so he gets this cooler. Hello, Demos. Welcome. Did I already virus scan this guy? Usually you don't have to worry about virus scan, but I do it anyway because it's quick. And it's something that you can catch easily without being too concerned. So this guy, what did this guy have? Who is this guy? T. Lewis. T. Lewis, the one I'm currently looking at. Bit slow, sheen components. Going pretty good, Demos. Ah, he's the one who got one of those i7s. So he needs better Vigicard. Which Vigicard did I just get today? Ah, the GTX 980. Okay, let's do that. Now this guy I might be accidentally going over budget. I don't recall. Because he likes the sheen parts. Oh, which one of these is better? Probably this one. Yeah, i7 for $250. That's a pretty good deal. All right, cable. That's right. This one doesn't need a cable, so never mind. Let's power this on. Hopefully, he gets a better score. What did I did wrong? I wonder if it's this cooler. Like, it might not be enough cool. Let me just paste that again, just in case I forgot the paste, because that's a possibility. Yeah, you're still doing a thing. I do love this benchmark, by the way. It's really fascinating. There's a lot going on in it visually. Please don't blue screen. I would rather you not blue screen, please. I mean, we're currently on the CPU part, and we passed the CPU part, so maybe it was just the paste I stupidly forgot. Alright. You are good. I finally beat this guy. Took me for friggin' ever. Because I kept forgetting what I was doing. Alright, you need your PCI lock in place. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, he was like the boss level or something. Like, I've had this guy forever. I was like 4 days left on his timer. So I got this one on 124. And, no, sorry, it was Vince that was the hard one. Because I've only got 3 days left on him. So T. Lewis, either way, still. Yeah. I only got 4 stars on that one for whatever reason. I don't know why I only got 4 stars on that one, but whatever. Discard. So, this is not cutting it, so I probably need a better cooler. Awesome. I mean, I might as well go all out on this one. Sure. So I haven't beaten this one yet, unfortunately. So that one can go away. Fix NutDev. Let's fix NutDev. So this one's going to be a full removal. Because it's the motherboard that needs replacing. So, let's get to yoinking stuff out. Here's where I hope that they remember to tell me which ones are his parts. That's this cable and this cable. Oh, do I really? It's gonna make me take off the friggin' risers before I can install a new motherboard. Which means I'm gonna have to install the risers again. I hate you people. Hate you. Aha! Yes, they do occasionally tell you which ones are whose parts. Okay, that should do. Just gotta cable the whole darn thing up. We good? Okay. Yeah, might as well just finish starting this 3D mark before I do anything else. Okay. Next up is this one. Make my PC better. Sure thing, sir. So the one I'm doing over here is NutDev. And NutDev does not care about colors of cables. So he's good with the blue. And he also wanted the benchmark, so we're doing that. This guy... Alright, so what did this guy need again? His Radeon was fine, so he's the one who needed the other i7. So yes, we just need to do the i7 in here. So let's go ahead and rip this thing apart. I'll have yet another used i3 to add to my collection. Ooh, he was very infected. Good for you. Okay, so he's been benchmarked. He did not care about a specific benchmark score. He just wanted me to make sure it functioned. So we can do that. And put his shit back together. Missing cables, you say? What did I miss? I thought I cabled it all. Oh, forgot a friggin' fan. Sigh. That means I gotta run the whole 3D mark again, because I think it's gonna make me. Alright, do your thing, buddy. And how you going? You're going fine? Okay. Do I have new peripherals I can pick? Don't have anything I need to pick at the moment. Looks like they're all fine. Alright, so your score is not good enough with that i7. apparently that graphics card is not good enough. So this was the R9 280 Great Edition. Oh, he's way down the list. Never mind. I thought he needed a much better GPU. So, what do I have for GPUs that might be better than that? Maybe he gets this one? I don't remember. Maybe. So this guy's Liberal Justin. Hello, Anna. Welcome. Yes, it is time to relax with computers. Sure, you can have this one. All right, so let's rip out all the cables. Can I not rip out those cables? Okay, that's fine. So we'll go ahead and pick the black plastic ones that he wants. We'll do the sleeve black plastic. Get everything all hooked up nice and fancy. Everything good? Yeah, good. Alright, so your mark went through fine. Okay. Ding! They put in a working motherboard and using it is a massive pleasure now. You are welcome. Okay, so this one's currently going. Still don't have the rating requirement for that. This one needs a better cooler that I'm still waiting on. I do have that in my shop, or my shopping cart currently, but I want to order more stuff. Here's still 3D marking. So let's take a look at the new emails. Blake, dear film fan, did you know that cult classic Babes of Planet Bathmore is not currently available for purchase anywhere? And yet when a brave fan stepped forward to preserve this culturally significant work, they sent in the lawyers? How many more films must be lost to the decaying and rotten film industry before we stand up and say no more? Film Truth, the fight back starts here. It's time for an independent authority to step forward and hold them to account for their heinous activities in pursuit of ever greater profit. Now, Blake Paterberg is proud to present a new grassroots media organization, Film Truth, dedicated to rooting out corruption and profiteering at the highest levels in the stagnant swamp of the film industry. Blake Paterberg is an industry professional with over 5 years' experience behind enemy lines as assistant junior moderator at Disgraced Film Reviews, Orifice Movie Maniacs. Sick of behind-the-scenes hypocrisy, he bravely left to found the Film Classics Archive, which was then forced out of business by the greedy corporate interests. To support Film Truth, go to www.filmtruth.freehosting.co.uk and sign up as a backer. You'll get early access to every breaking story and an exclusive discussion forum for true cult cinema fans. Blake Petterberg, film rights activist. Wow. Wow, Blake. Good for you for standing up for what you believe in, sir. Bruce Van Cleef foiled once again. Seems legit indeed. Just when you thought the technological fates could not be any more cruel, they have delivered the ultimate blow. I will make sure that my editor hears no end of all this, since the whole blasted debacle was his idea in the first place. Anyway, I was within a gnat's whisker of having my entire draft finally converted into a document when disaster struck. The computer completely froze. When I tried to use it, it says system disk error. There was a mere handful of pages left to convert. Please, I implore you, fix this so I can finally be done with this editing process and move on with my life. Best regards, Bruce Van Cleef, award-winning author. I need to replace his hard drive. Again, I'm pretty sure this is the second or third time I've done this. He needs a Seagate Barracuda. Have one? A terabyte. Hey, I do have one for him. How handy is that? Alright, I'll accept your computer, Bruce. Oh, Hazel, back again. Oh, dear. Hello again. Thank you for attempting to repair my computer. However, on receiving it, I've noticed it still doesn't turn on. Needless to say, I'm disappointed that I have to teach a so-called expert how to fix a computer. One of my friends at the Woodsy Alliance tells me there may be a malevolent spirit to blame, and I'm inclined to believe them. Could you check the system over for any malicious energy and purge them? I didn't get all the details, but my friend's suggested method includes lubricate all components with highly diluted solution of thermal paste. This has the effect of triggering the computer's own cooling mechanism, which may aid in recovery from any malware infection. Burn the thigh bone of a blessed sheep in the presence of the computer to drive out the evil spirits. If you cannot easily obtain an ethically sourced sheep bone, a chicken drumstick will do. Place round magnets at the energy points on your forehead and upper chest. They can be held in place with sticky tape. Important, do not get too close to the computer while conducting the ritual, or the magnetic essence will blank the hard drive. Best wishes, Hazel. 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 Clever Guide. Are you available to upgrade my computer? I'm hoping I'll be able to benchmark around 2225. I'm hoping for 8 gigs of memory, if you can stretch to that. Could you get that done in 9 days? The vents look a bit clogged. Is that okay? I worry about used parts. Okay. Alright, so they want up to 8 gigs of RAM. They currently have Martoni Value Supreme, blah, 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 blah. I don't think I have any of that one. I have AData Premiere. Oh, that'll be fine. I have a stick of AData Premiere, 8 gig. I'm going to swap them out. I have used parts, but they specifically said they don't like used parts. They have a $900... What? They have a $900 budget? Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. So the thruster upgrades are unique. They have to be placed in a certain way. So you've got the thruster itself, tier 1 through 4 or whatever, and then the upgrade has to be placed. So it's a 2-block component. One block is completely empty. So if you place it just right, the thruster upgrade component should look like it attaches and upgrades the main thruster, and it should have a light on it that goes from red to green to show that it's working. So it's just a matter of how you place it on there. Usually the upgrade itself has to be placed directly on the output tip of the thruster, at least from the ones that I've tested. Yeah, that means that the placement is not right. So something's up with that. Either maybe it's something you can't mix the tiers, maybe you're putting it on the input instead of the output. That might be right. So they've got a $900 budget for a 2225 3D Mark score. I'm pretty sure that their computer is pretty close to that anyway. They've got an i5, so that's not too bad. The 1050 Ti is a little bit rough. Got 9 days to do it though, so I'll accept it and get it in and see what's needed. New bits available, stuff, and more stuff. Great. Haha! I exceeded your score, sir. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this guy back together. Hey Demos, hey Demos, what's up? Demos, hey. Alright. Whose was that? This one. Oh shit. He was very unhappy because I went way over his budget because I didn't pay attention. That's fine, whatever. So let's take a look at that link. No, you need to swap that around. So if you place that, so just flip it around. That bluish ring that you've got should be near the end, the output end of the thruster. Discord Demos. I don't necessarily know which green laser of doom I'm looking at, but I'm assuming it's a green laser of doom. Okay, Hazel's is incoming, Bruce is incoming, Clever Guide is incoming. You use the biggest one? Oh dear. I mean, frankly, I'm impressed that you built a ship big enough to encase that thing. I was kind of intending to do that eventually, but I haven't had a chance to. That's concerning. That's concerning. Actually, although now that I think about it, I could probably fit that laser in the bottom tip of the spire where the grav cannon currently is. That's probably a thing I could do. It is ridiculous. I love it. Okay, so I don't have... That's weird. I didn't have any sim issues when I fired it at my my test ships the other night. When I had the 3 big lasers that I was testing, and I had 3 different big ships that I was firing at. Didn't really do anything to sim. But you're also incredibly sensitive to sim changes, so what I didn't notice, you're probably like grinding your teeth over. What do I have for parts currently? I have a new i5 that I haven't used yet. I have 2 new i5s I haven't used yet. I have Ryzen 3 new i5s I haven't used yet. Well, that's fascinating. So there's the Atlas Super Laser, there's the Heavy Fixed Laser, and there is... I should know this. So there's 2 that are standalone mods. And then there's one that's part of a collection. So there's the Atlas Super Laser that's a standalone. There is... I think the really, really big one is in the directed energy weapons. Yeah, and that one is the ultra heavy fixed laser. And that's part of the directed energy weapons mod. Trying to remember the third one. I don't have it. My brain does not have it. Maybe it's the beam cannon? Might be the beam cannon. There's also the 2CM beam system, which I haven't played with yet. And that one requires building a more complex setup to make a massive beam. So that one would be fun to play with as well. Particle wave cannon. Yes, that's the one. That's the third one. But yes, also the 2CM beam system is one worth looking into. Just because it's got a lot of pretty components to it. And it's more complex to build something. Well, I have a minor conundrum. I have a single part in shopping cart. I need it soon, but the soon delivery is almost as much as the damn thing itself. I don't have anything else I need to order at the moment, though. Could probably order another i7. Because I'm probably going to need one of those very soon. Probably have a spare power supply on hand. Sure. Quick screw tool. Quick cable tool. I think the quick cable tool will be more useful, but I don't necessarily want to drop $3,000 on that right now. I think that'll be enough. That's enough to justify the next day delivery. Okay. So we're good. I'm going to go ahead and go take a nap or something and then come back again. Okay, so this cooler is going to go to this guy. Because this cooler is not enough. And I've been fighting this guy's system for a while now. So let's go ahead and get that plugged in. Alright, get you going because you're going to need a little while to run. What do we got? What do we got? We have some spam, some stuff. Alright, we'll look at those in a second. Let's take a look at fixing the existing ones. So Hazel, no problem. I can virus scan you. I mean, hell, you might even be virus. You might even still have the virus scan installer thingy from last time I had you. Really, Hazel? You couldn't just click this button? Really, Hazel? Really, Hazel? Really? I mean, it's $310, so fuck it. Thanks, Hazel. Sure. Sure. Alright, Bruce Van Cleef, he needs a new hard drive. Let's finish off with the blue cables for him. Y'all good? Yep, y'all good. Right, I need the USB. Because I need to reinstall his OS. Well, I wish I could poke at it and see if I can figure it out. I guess I don't need to install anything on him because his is brand new. Bruce Van Cleef. Happy as clam. Good to go, Bruce. Good to know, Demos. He's still blue screening. I'm not entirely sure what his deal is. Honestly, probably Microsoft has the blue screens copyrighted or something and they couldn't duplicate it. They're technically using a fake OS anyway. It's like the Omega S or something. So they can be fake blue screens all they want because it's a fake OS that we're running on. So what options do I have to try to figure this thing out? I mean, we've got RAM in, we've got CPU in with a new cooler. Made sure multiple times to do the thermal paste on this thing. We've got the GPU. We've got all the cables plugged in. Oh, I'm wondering if this Sean Power King is not powery enough. Do we have info on the power requirements of these things? Because I've been sitting on this guy's computer for ages. And I've got 2 days left to fix it. Also, I have gone well past his 120 budget. So I don't know how I was ever supposed to do this. Because I've never been able to get this thing where it's supposed to be. Alright, let me drop this Intel back down a hair. I don't remember what he had before. Really don't remember what he had before. But I've got multiple i5s. So let's do that and see if that's good enough. Recently swapped motherboards, but the new monitor doesn't receive any signal. Check that you powered the video card completely. Some video cards have multiple plugs at the top here. And I've had situations before where I've forgotten to plug in one of these, or the line that it had was not powerful enough, that kind of thing. That's usually where monitor not getting any signals coming from, especially on a motherboard swap where you pretty much had to undo everything and redo everything. There's also a power plug right here. On a lot of motherboards, it's like right here, it's like an 8-pin. This needs to also be plugged in fully to the power supply. I don't know exactly which power this is, but I've also forgotten this one before, and this one stopped the video card from working. So, just make sure you've got all of your power where it needs to be. So sick of this guy's computer. Because I could drop his cooler back down to something cheap again if that works. But I'm well over his 120 budget. I have no idea how I was supposed to do this. Okay, what are you? Right, I needed to run 3D Mark to figure out what this one even is. Ooh. Ooh. Out demons! Good, good. He's still blue screening. I don't know what his dealio is. Do not know. Very well could. Doing good, Sparkle, except for the part where I can't figure out what's up with this dude's computer. Keeps blue screening, and I've had this thing for so damn long, I don't remember what's wrong with it anymore. I've already checked for porn. It's all clean. It only freaks out when I try to run the 3D Mark, which still makes me think it's power. But if it's power, then I have to replace power. Then I'm way over budget. It could be video card, but again, if I have to replace the video card, I'm way over budget. I don't have one of those at the moment, so I'd have to order one. He only had a budget of 120 bucks, so supposedly whatever he needed to have done was supposed to be cheap. But I've done everything. I've tried. Well, I haven't replaced this video card because that is way too expensive for what he needs, at least. And all the upgrades I've tried haven't been sufficient for him. Not sure on that one. Alright, who do we got up next? So we got new parts available. I don't even know what some of these are. Silverstone ET50 550G, not a clue. Got Next Case, got Radeon i9 or R9, a couple more RAM chips. It's fine. Discard, discard. Okay. Strict Robin. My rig needs fixing. Can you help with this? So I need some repairs done. Whenever I try to turn my PC on, it trips the circuit breakers in my house. Could you get that done by the 12 days from now? Those plastic purple cables look really nice. I heard you guys put used parts in PCs. Please don't do that. So power supply. Yes. PC stats. You got a bronze 500, so I got to replace that. I think I only ordered a 400. What do I have coming tomorrow? Yeah, I only ordered the 450. So let's go ahead and order a 500 to replace it. You have a budget of 140 bucks? What the hell else is wrong with your computer? Fascinating. Oh, right. They also want the purple cables. I don't know if they have budget for doing that, though. Sleeved plastic or ribbon? Or tight? I like tight. Okay, so I will accept you. You can come in anytime. Adrian Briscoe. I heard you work with computers. I need something repaired. Whenever I try to turn my PC, it trips circuit breakers. Hey, you're another circuit breaker. So these must be randomized to a point. Because these two both have the exact same problem and wording on that part. They also need it by 12 days. Kids installed porn pop-ups, and they want a Cooler Master as well. Alright. And they also need an air cooler replaced. Okay. Alright, so Arctic Alpine, I've already got a replacement for that ready. And they need... that bronze Cooler Master. Alright. That's good. So... oh, I can't get this one because my star rating is not high enough. Boo. Okay, fine. Ooh, Catherine wants a new computer. If I don't get a new computer soon, I'm going to scream. I'm looking forward to playing Feudal Fantasy 13 minimum spec. I know used parts can be cheaper, but I'd like new ones, please. I really need this done quickly. All right. So, let's order some parts for Catherine. I need Will It Run. I need Feudal Fantasy 13 minimum spec. So she needs 8 gigs of RAM. She needs 3 gigs of VRAM. 40 gigs of storage. She needs an AMD Ryzen 5. Radeon R9 283G. So I think I already have that CPU, actually. Oh, no, I've got the 5 quad-core 1400, and this needed the 1600. Okay, so she needs that. This one. And then that is going to be socket AM4. So we need a motherboard to handle that. We also need the R9 280. What do I have for that? I have all used parts. And she wants new. So, 280. Did she have brand preferences? No brand preferences. Okay. We can give her any old hard drive, really. Doesn't need to be remarkable. I only have used ones on hand. So let's see about... Hello, Lava Fox. Welcome. You know what? This lady can have bare minimum. Power supply. I'm going to need another one of these. Motherboards. We have multiple AM4 motherboards to pick from. I don't think it's going to matter all that much. Could give her a micro. Let me check on this quick. So this was the 280. This is the beefy one though, so it's a pretty big card. So I can't get her a micro case. I would have liked to build a micro case because that'd be kind of cool. This one should be fine. One should be fine. This game is pretty fun if you like building computers and troubleshooting computer problems. There's a little bit of an interesting storyline going on. Basically, you get an email describing what their problem is, and they give you the objectives. They ship you their computer, and then you have to figure out what parts to order in the shop that I'm doing right now. 8 gigs of RAM. Let's go ahead and just get you one of these. Any other new 8 gigs? Nope, just add the one. I've already promised that to someone, so let's get you another one. And another one, just in case. Yeah, that's good. Storage we've got, power supply got. I do need a case for her, so let's get... Oh, I don't know. What's a cool case? This one does have a couple tutorials to teach you how the basics. Is it more that you wanted to learn how to build computers in general, or just this specific game? Because those could be two very different things. I'm kind of digging this one. Max GPU length 280. That's a snug fit, but it'll do just fine. Do I have any case fans? I don't. Probably should get them a couple case fans, shouldn't I? Let's go with... Go with the basic Mortonis. I don't think she cares. Nah, we'll go with some of the greens. These are fine. We'll go with a couple of these. Motherboard, CPU cooling I probably need, but I do have these already. That should be fine. Okay. I think I got everything I need. And the last one. Attention, you win! We have 15 fabulous yachts to give away. You may have already won. Please respond. Click here. Get in touch with us as soon as possible. We really need to give these yachts away. Seriously, we're in massive debt and need to liquidate our assets. Please respond. Please. Oh, I can't click here. But yeah, you get spam email as well. It's kind of amusing. Alright, so let's go ahead and order those parts. Is there anything else I should order in the meantime? I mean, I could order a couple spare parts if needed. I've already got a spare 8 gig chip coming in. Probably could order another spare hard drive just in case. I've got a spare Cooler Master coming in. Sure. Sure. Alright, store go by. Pretty sure that I hit all of her minimums. Pretty sure. So we should be good to go there. Where are you at? So you need a very minor upgrade. So this one needs 3D Mark score of 2225, you can see on the right there, and an upgrade of RAM. Fine, can do that. They currently have a 2174, so their current score is just barely lower. And they currently have an i5 6600, so I could upgrade their CPU just slightly and be good, or just a slight upgrade in GPU as well. That one... They do care about used parts, so I cannot put a used part in there. I do have the i5 6600K. I don't know how much of an upgrade that is, though. It's not. They're identical as far as the actual stats are concerned. So, only real upgrade would be an i7 for them. I only have used graphics cards, so I can't really jam a new graphics card up in here. It's got a 1050 Ti Gaming X. Plenty of room for improvement here. This one. So this is the one they've got right now, rank 45. Plenty of room for improvement on their video card. And they have a $900 budget. So I could pretty much buy whatever video card I damn well please and get them ready to go. I will wait until tomorrow, because I got 8 days to do it. I'll wait until tomorrow because I'll probably have more stuff to order because I've already missed my order for today. Still don't know what to do about this guy. Because this one's still broken as shit. And I don't know how to fix it. Might as well change up all my parts. Just for funsies. I might just have to let that one rot. I can feel bad about it, but I don't know how to fix it. And I don't really want to start replacing every part on there and going way above the dude's budget. And I'm probably already going to get a 1-star on this thing anyway. I just wish I knew how to fix the darn thing. I could try the power supply. Because it's only Power King 350. And it probably needs more power after upgrading the graphics card as high as this thing is. Alright, I got the spare power supply coming in tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. I don't think I have anything else to do today. Yeah, time to sleep. parts. So many parts. So many parts. Alright, so we've got Catherine's computer to build. Let's put that right there. Right. So this one. Catherine's computer's gonna have to come later because I don't have room. Strict Robin is replacing the power supply. Let's go get this thing off the bench for now. Let's grab all my parts. Alright, Strict Robin, what did you need? Purple plastic cables. Okay. Good. Well, I gotta strip all the cables off this thing anyway. And this one needs a 500, so let's go ahead and install the other power supply. Sell that junk. Sell that junk. And the 500. Okay. Let's remove the rest of the cables. Have any other cables to remove? I don't think so. Cables. Purple. Come on. Clicky. There we go. Yeah, got it all? There's so many cables in there that are not purple. That's sad. Really? Just sad. Yeah, let's go ahead and install all the what's-its. Hi, Kitten. How are you? Kitten is currently in the way. Alright, this thing running. Alright, so let's power this thing off. Let's rip it apart. Did that not need to be screwed in? Fascinating. Alright. You're going to get purple cables, because that's what I currently have selected. Really? Maybe not. Alright, here's hoping it doesn't blow up. Alright, how you doing? It works. We're good? We're good. Alright, so that was for Strict Robin. Collect. Ding. She wanted only new parts and purple cables, which were the secret customer satisfaction goals, even though it says it right in the text. So 5-star review there. Good. Thanks, Robin. That does leave me room to start building Catherine's computer. Let's check out what we got incoming first, though. Hazel, outraged. Once again, I am shocked at your methods and your so-called business ethics. My computer still will not turn on, despite your assurances that it's in working condition. I am convinced that if you had followed my instructions correctly, we would not even have to have this conversation. I am frankly appalled at the level of customer service you've displayed throughout, considering your status as a so-called expert. Rest assured, everyone at the Woodsy Alliance will be hearing about this, and I will be blogging about this on Roller. Hazel. And yet, all I've gotten out of her is 5-star reviews, so I don't care what she has to say. Oh, Bruce. Bruce is back. Bruce is back. Void, desolation, emptiness. I am over the cliff edge, hanging for dear life above the abyss of despair as the world hurls stone and treads on my fingers. Yes, I am doomed, and by extension, literature is doomed with me. My work was stored on the computer's hard drive, countless hours of fortuitous banality, feeding my life's work into this unfeeling machine. And all for naught. The hard drive failed as you replaced it with another, ergo, all that was is lost. Fear not, I do not blame you. I blame my editor for proposing this Sisyphean task in the first place. But I will require your services once more. In my anguish, I delivered a terrific thrashing unto this demonic machine, which has cost me my time, my patience, and I fear my sanity. Needless to say, it no longer turns on. This is fine by me, but my editor is becoming intolerably anxious, so I'd like you to fix it for nothing if else to keep him quiet. Best regards, Bruce Van Cleef, award-winning author. Fucking Bruce. He has lost his sanity, and he beat his computer into submission. Man. So, diagnose and fix. I gotta get it in to figure out what I'm gonna buy for him. Oh, Bruce. Oh, Bruce. I love Bruce, though. Alright, so Ryzen 7 8 core is available now. That's great. K. Hemingway. I need you to repair my rig. Can you diagnose what's wrong with it? Keep getting blue screens. Something about a display driver? Can you make this your number one priority, please? Have you heard of MSI? They're meant to be pretty good. So probably need to order a new video card for this person. Could do that now. R9 280. Budget 500. Probably more broken than just the video card. But let's go ahead and order one anyway. R9 280. Fair enough. That one's gonna come in. Daniel Bronte. Bronte Daniel. Dear sir and or madam, I've got the money. Can you make the upgrade? So I needed to get about 3071 in benchmarks if possible. Can you put it in 16 gigs of memory? ASAP, please. It's urgent. Don't try and pass off any used parts. I want all new stuff. Okay. Wow. 1100 budget. Oh, right. Required. 5-star. Can't do it yet. Field Jeff. Hiya. Can you make some repairs for me? Can you have a look at it for me? I have no idea what's wrong. I keep getting errors when I try to turn the PC on. Have you heard of Corsair? They're meant to be pretty good. Like nice and shiny new components. Diagnose and fix. Could be RAM. Who knows? They did mention Corsair, so they want Corsair parts. Could be RAM. Who knows? I'll accept it and get it in first. Alright. Hey, we didn't fucking blue screen. And... huzzah! I have finally beaten this one. Oh my god, this is taking for friggin' ever. And I got away with a lesser CPU. I was about to give him an i7, but... huzzah. So, this one is going to be low rating. I've taken for friggin' ever to do it, and I went well over his budget. But, we should be good. I might even be able to get away with dropping his CPU down. I might. So it was the power supply. The power supply was not powery enough to handle the Uber video card that I put in. So, hooray. Should I drop the CPU? See if I can get it within his budget. I don't recall what he had originally, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to see if I can satisfy this man. I've had his computer for so long, I may as well try. I tried to put in the i5 6600K. I will... honestly, I don't remember if he... I don't remember what he had originally, because it doesn't tell you anymore. So $50 in parts because of... wait, $50 in parts for what? Oh! Power. Right. So, this guy, way down here, $120 budget. He does not want used parts, so I've got to do new. So, 120, so $70 CPU. What do I have for $70 CPUs? No worries, Lava Fox. I am still here. I do not have a $70 CPU for him. He might have had a Celeron before. I don't even remember. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to fail anyway. So he gets the i5 again. Just fuck it. Fuck it. That's all I gotta say. I have had this thing for so damn long, and I don't know how to go about fixing it properly, so I'm just going to fix it the fun way. Give him a pretty matching cooler that's going to be well above his budget as well. Hey, noises! Lava Fox follow, thank you for that. Let me know if you have any questions. I will totally answer whatever you got. Alright, one more time, just to make sure that it's got the benchmark going. But I've got everything installed, so I'm going to go ahead and put his computer back together. He needs his PSU mount on. Right. Can't do that part. We'll do that, whatever. We'll do these things. PSU mount can go on afterwards anyway. Okay, I'm going to attempt to build this lady's computer from scratch. Okay, so this is a little bit of a janky system. Different ordering or different placements of everything, but it'll at least be interesting to build. Okay, so gotta put the risers on. I do really kind of want that riser tool, but I replace motherboards so infrequently that I kind of don't want to bother. Hey, Nasty Noah, thank you for that follow. Appreciate that. Oh, which CPU were you gonna get, lady? She needed the Ryzen 6 core? Well, you missed my rather awesome dramatic retelling of Bruce Van Cleef's woes of his computers. I basically just read a really long email from a dude that's one of the regular storylines. Hazel was also not very happy with me, one of the other regular storyline people. But for the most part, I have just been struggling to get this computer in order, and I finally did it. So I'm happy about that. Incomplete case, right. So I need you to power off. I need to install the last bit here. And you are done. Fucking finally. Vince, I'm sorry it took so long, dude. I'm sorry I've gone well over your budget, but... Yep. 1 star. So I've been hovering at that 4.5 star mark. So unfortunately there's a bunch of jobs I can't take because I can't seem to get up to that full 5 stars. I've got this one. I've got this one, and I've got this one that I can't take. Yeah, they go from 5 stars happiness to 1 star if you go over their budget. So they tell you that they've got $120 to spend on parts. So if a lot of the ones that really get me are these ones, where they want a specific 3D Mark score, and they have a specific budget. That specific 3D Mark score, I can almost guarantee equates to a very specific set of parts that you need to get. And knowing which parts to get within that budget to get that score is difficult. It really is. So a lot of the times I'll end up going over budget, and that usually gets me. Alright, so I was going to look to see which... So she needed the 6-core 1600. So let's get her that one. CPU. 6-core 1600. Well, it's usually they're asking pretty much for exact parts. So the stupid part is me having to guess which parts they want. So if they say they want a score of 3,000 and they've got a $500 budget, there's a good chance that they want both a GPU and a CPU upgrade, and I need to figure out which one to get them. So I could slightly upgrade their CPU and greatly upgrade their GPU, or I could go the other way around. And it's really hard to figure out exactly which balance that is. Alright, and this one needed 8 gigs of RAM, so let's go memory. She gets this one. Oh, I didn't get the right socket's cooler. I totally forgot about the actual socket for cooler compatibility. I'm so used to coolers having socket adapters. Like all the coolers I've had so far have had adapters to be able to run with any socket. So I'm going to have to order a new cooler that works with an AM4. That's fine, I'm already ordering shit anyway. So I need AM4 coolers. What do we got for cheapness? We got these cryo rigs, probably fine. Or the Mortoni thermals. Let's go with the cryo rig. That'll be fine. I'll even add a couple of those for later. Alright, so cooler's going to have to go in later. What do we got for this? Needs to be removed. This needs to be removed. Graphics card. This one. Oh, I removed the wrong damn one. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. Actually, no. This one needs to be removed, and this one should probably be sold. I can't sell it. Okay, fine. I'll use this one. She didn't want used parts, so I have to make sure to get the part from her thing. That's fine. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't have an easy answer for you. I don't have an easy answer for you. It's totally about where your priorities are at. Do you want a new computer to be able to do PC gaming? Or do you want a phone to be able to do stuff more on the go? Can't help you with that decision, unfortunately. Okay, so you need... Maybe I didn't need to remove that. Let's put that back. Yeah, I didn't need to remove that at all. Okay, so we got storage, we got power, we got video, we got CPU, we got RAM. We got all the basics. I don't really need another case fan in here, but I did order case fans for her, so I could put these in. Just cuz. Why not? Okay, so I still need a cooler that's compatible. What color cable should we give her? We've got green MSI, we've got red MSI, we got red on the board, and we've got green color fans. As far as cable colors go, we have blue or purple, or we could just go white or black. I think blue would be kind of neat, because you've got the red, green, blue, the standard RGB colors. Go white, kind of match the case. Could go white. Loose, let's go with sleeved. You say blue? Alright, let's go blue. Unfortunately, a lot of these are black anyway, but you still occasionally get the blue one. Oops. Wait, does this thing not have enough case fan pins? Well, balls. That's fine. We don't need these case fans. I'm gonna remove these. This one doesn't work. Aha! Just plug that into the other one. Perfect. So we got a couple blues in there. Alright, so primarily this is done. I just need to wait for the cooler that's going to come tomorrow. In transit, in transit, in transit. Okay. So we got these things incoming. Oh, neat. You can color these. I didn't even notice that. I like it. Hello, Darkseeker. I think I'm good. So I got this one that is waiting on the video card that's gonna ship. So let's go ahead and just order these things. Leave this right here. This one can go over here so I don't forget. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. So it is sleepy time. So parts, we just got the cooler and the video card. So the video card needs to go into this one. Ah man, that's kind of obnoxious. There we go. There's the click. So you get the new this one. Ooh, you get blue cables too because I wasn't paying that much attention. Let's check. Frick, which one is this? This is Clever Guide. Clever Guide does not care about color. That's good. And I think otherwise he's good. Let's get him powered up. This one just needs the cooler. Okay. Let's power this thing on and see how it goes. Oh, right, I need my USB cable for that. I need my USB. Virus scan is good to go. Get this thing marking. Don't need to add new programs because I literally just built this thing. However, I would kind of like to mark it, so let's do that. And I also kind of want to do will it run, because I can check this against the game itself, and it will tell me whether or not I got all the right parts. Okay, check, minimum spec. We are good to go for this. Let me just check our email to make sure. This is for... What's-her-face? Catherine Dawes. Feudal Fantasy minimum spec. So, we're good to go there. And I could just do a 3D mark just to make sure it runs without imploding. And while we do that, I'll go ahead and put the parts, or the case back together again. Oops. Alright, you ran? Ah, RAM. Right. So, let's power that bugger off. And we'll have to run 3D Mark again just to make sure. You're almost done, I think. Ooh, I'm out of juice. So, while we wait for 2 different 3D marks to run, I'm going to BRB and get a drink. So, BRB! Hello, I'm back. So, what do we got? So we got 2242, which is 2225 is what they had asked for. So I narrowly went over. So that's a pretty good run there. I don't remember what their budget is, but I'll get yelled at for it either way. So go ahead and just put this case back together again. Hey, Shazak, welcome. Clever Guide, collect. 5-star, hooray. Alright, so this one is all good to go. It's all put together again. Everything's all sorts of handy. That was a new PC build for Catherine. Just right here. Incomplete case, you say? That's bullshit. I put this thing back together, no problem. Oh, it had a PCI lock. Okay. Frickin' PCI lock. There we go. Now we're good. Ding! 5-star. Only use new parts. Completed by end of day. Done and done. Right. I did not want to accept this one at the moment. Okay, so those two are done. I have more here. I have Bruce's computer, where he probably took a baseball bat to it. We got Kay Hemingway, diagnose and fix. We got 3 diagnose and fix. So, unknown problems with all 3 of these. They did get a little bit of hinting in these 2, I believe. So I do believe I ordered parts for them. I don't remember for sure. Ugh. So at the bottom is a rough score that they've got. So 1997 is a fairly low end PC. This one's score is 117. So most likely the CPU and or the GPU are both broken. So that's going to be a fun fix. Hello, kitty. How are you? Hello. Kitty. It's kitty time. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. How are you? Hey, Joop. I don't think I can help you with that part. The 2 gamer PCs and 3 monitors for free. It's a little bit beyond my means at the moment. But good luck with that. Kitty. Oh, there we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this one. So, Kay Hemingway, what's up with your PC? Nothing. Nothing is up with your PC. Nothing happens. Alright, and Field Jeff, what's up with your PC? Nothing. Can't power it on. So, we got 2 completely dead computers. A good gamer PC here is $1,200. I mean, I'm about to spend $1,200, if not more. So this one won't power on at all. So, and since it won't plug in, that tells me that the power supply is probably dead. Oh, these computers may look impressive, but a lot of the stats in these things are pretty terrible. So this one, well, I gotta open it up anyway, so might as well open it up. This one is currently a Radeon RX 560, so that video card is easily 5+ years old, if not more. I don't remember for sure. CPU in here is unknown. Don't really want to start taking it apart. But yeah, these may look neat, but they're not remarkable PCs at all. What do we have for this? Cooler Master Bronze. Do I have a bronze to replace this with? No, do not. Alright, so let's start adding to the list. That's the start of that one. This one, I don't know. So the video card on this one is likely dead, and that's a R9 280. I do believe I had ordered one of those, but I think I used it for something else. I do have this one. So this is K. Hemingway. Does he care about used parts? Once MSI does not care about used parts. Congrats on the puppy. Maybe I do try to use one of these. So let's power this thing off. Let's rip out this stuff. Let's try this one. Do you turn on? You will not turn on until I actually put cables into this thing. Now, turn on. Well, I mean, yeah, you gotta have all the shiny pretty lights. It's important. Well, that's an interesting background. I like it. Okay, well, it works. Inferior graphics card installed. Okay. So, they do not like having a lesser card. Which one did I get from you? This one. MSI Radeon R9. So we'll have to order one of them. They wouldn't mind if I upgraded them, but I don't think I have an upgrade. Alright, so both of these are pretty much on the bench until I can get those parts ordered. I do have Bruce Van Cleef's that I need to do, so let's pull this one off. We know this needs a video card. Bruce, let's figure out what your problem is, buddy. First off, power supply is dead. So let's start there. Sheen Power King. I do have a used one, and I know Bruce doesn't care about used parts. So let's do that. Okay, so maybe it's not that. Because it wouldn't plug in everything before, which is usually a power supply issue. But since that worked, let's plug it all back together again and see what happens. Still nothing powery happening. Wonder if he killed the motherboard. I would absolutely hate to have to rip out the motherboard. Yeah, Joop, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do to either wait or scrap up enough cash to get a good PC. So, do I dare assume that it's the motherboard? Well, I can start stripping shit out, and if it doesn't, if it's not the motherboard, then I'll at least have a part that tells you which one's broken. This part I find stupid, because it counts the offsets as part of the motherboard, so you have to remove them, and then immediately reinstall new offsets as soon as you put in another motherboard. But whatever. Okay, so let's take a look at parts. CPU, property of Bruce, it's good. Cooling, property of Bruce, it's good. Motherboard, broken. So Mortoni H170. But which one is it? This one. Because I have inventory of one, the broken one. So, he did indeed break the motherboard. It's fine. That's fine. I feel you, Bruce. I understand. Okay, so, this one is dead. This one is dead. This one is dead. Parts coming for this one, parts coming for that one, and parts coming for this one. You could take out the other bed legs, and then it's flat again. See? Creative problem solving. Alright, Hazel. Sorry for my previous email. I have since discovered that my power cable was faulty and the computer is now working as expected. Sincere apologies, Hazel. Hazel. Just shake my head at you, lady. I am a Doctor 75. PC problems. I ordered a PC from you around 9 months ago, and while it runs okay, it doesn't seem to like doing anything too taxing unless to get too hot. My good friends DB Waterman and Dr. Waterman and Dr. Wright told me over a sandwich that you fix their machines. Can you have a look at mine, please? Sure thing. Budget 0, which means because of Waterman and Wright, I can almost guarantee it's the same problem, which was the previous owner of my establishment, Timbo. He tended to forget the cooling paste, so no problem, easy fix. V Haslam. Hi. Hey. Could you please overclock my PC for me? Ugh. Overclock CPU to 4042. My brother has an Arctic in his PC. He says it's the best. Heard you guys put used parts. Don't do that. So overclock the CPU and a $200 budget for a cooler? Wow. Alright. I mean, I'll do it. So, they want an Arctic cooler. $200 budget for a cooler? I don't even have a $200 cooler. Overclocking is turning up the juice on your CPU, making it go faster. Let's give them red, because red ones go faster. Accept. Old cotton. Rig is broken. I need some help. So I need some repairs done. You'll need to diagnose what's wrong with it. It just won't boot up. Can you do that before 11 days? The kid's been using it and I'm getting some weird pop-ups. Total Silverstone fanboy. Silverstone. What the hell is Silverstone in this? I don't remember what Silverstone is. Cooler? I guess? Power supply. It's got a budget of $250. So let's buy... what the hell's the difference? They're both 55 watt, or 550 watt. They're both same length, same non-modular, same ATX. B versus G. No clue. I'll buy that one. Okay. I'm assuming he needs a new power supply. We'll be good there. I'll also buy this because someone eventually will need this cooler. I will accept your computer, sir. Can you upgrade my PC? My rig hasn't been up to the task anymore. It'd be great if you could upgrade my graphics card. Could you do it by 3 days? Dual GPUs for this, please. Do you like cable modding? Plastic red ones, so I'll have to buy some red plastic cables. Ribbon, sleeve, tight. Let's go ribbon. Bit dusty, blah, blah, blah. Upgrade graphics card. So the question is, do they want dual of the same current card, or do they want better cards? Probably dual of the same card. And they currently have GTX 1050 WindForce. That one. So anything better than that? That sounds like a good plan, Joe. Hollow Knight's got some good stuff going for it. These two are almost technically better. But they want two of the same GPU. So they've got $600 budget. So if I got two $300 cards, chances are we'd be fine. However, I don't know if they're... Ooh, no. Their Sean Power King 350 is not going to be able to run two higher-end video cards. So... I got to factor into that into the $300 budget. That's fun. Alright, so power supplies. Let's get him a Cooler Master 500. Probably should go with the 550. Yeah, let's go with the 550. And then that's $60 budget. So we now have $540 left. And 270 is the number we're looking for. Sort by price. Two cards at 270 will be enough. So I could go with two of the GTX 970s. GTX 970 is well over their expectations. Fuck it. Let's do it. Two of these. Accept. New bits and parts, that's fine. Alright, so we'll go ahead and order these parts. Frickin' $1,100 purchase again. Frickin'. I don't know. My mouse pad, in case anyone is curious, is older and a little bit dirty, but it is the Cooler Master CM stacker. It is aluminum, so I mean, no floppy. It's got a hard surface, so it's a very different gaming mouse pad than the usual like floppy, squishy ones that are made of some sort of material I don't recall. So yes, Joab, mouse pads can be very different. Mine happened to come free with a case that I had ages ago, and the mouse pad is still something I like using. Okay, parts are ordered. Stuff's happening. Alright, time to sleep. Must complete job. Can you upgrade my PC? So I should look at that one first. Parts, lots of parts. So who is the... Can you upgrade my PC time frame wise? This one. God, the son of a... Let's fix these first. Alright, so Bruce needs his motherboard. Joab, you may want to check your English on that one. Unless you're right. I mean, your borders maybe made out of condoms, but that seems a little bit odd to me. I don't think I know what mousepad that is. I'm not a mousepad aficionado, but spill-proof, stain-resistant sounds nice. I mean, mine is also spill-proof, stain-resistant, and super easy to clean because it's just a sheet of aluminum with a little bit of a sticker material over it. Cotton. Yes, not condoms, but cotton. That makes a lot more sense. Alright, so this is Bruce's. CPU cooling. This is Bruce's. Memory. This is Bruce's. Graphics card. Bruce's. Hard drive's already in. Anything else of Bruce's that I have? Hold on, can I... Fits this PC. No, I don't even know there's a fits this PC checkbox. That's kind of neat. Bruce, you get purple this time. Because purple on white looks really nice in here, especially with that slight glow that it's got going on. Let's take a look at this mouse pad. Well, it seems pretty standard. Pretty simplistic and at the outset looking at least. Yeah, I mean mine's literally just a slab of aluminum. And it's got little rubber feet on the back to make it not slide around anymore. However, those rubber feet are losing their not slidiness. I need to probably clean that up and maybe re-glue them on or something like that. But yeah, literally just a sheet of aluminum that I just hit myself in the face with. See? All right, power. We good? Yeah, we good. Yeah, it's actually really nice. I've had this thing for almost 10 years now, I think. Because this case, the mousepad came with my previous case, which was, 2 PCs ago? So maybe longer than 10 years? And I've had no problems with this thing. I love it. And since it's aluminum, I mean, there's no... like the usual ones that have rubber or whatever that other material is that tends to degrade and crumble over time. None of that. Just a straight up slab of aluminum. Alright, you. What was your problem again? Right, I didn't want to take out the power supply until I had a replacement. So I have a replacement now. And best of all about my mouse pad is it was free. I like that part a lot. Yeah, I think I felt one similar to that before. The kind of the harder solid feels. The Teflon coating on the top, a little bit more of a firm. But 7 years for a $24 mouse pad? That's pretty good. Power supply, we need the Cooler Master Bronze. U is broken. Cooler Master Bronze. Okay, Jeff Field, did you have any comments about what you want in your case? Oh, Corsair. Probably should have done the Corsair power supply instead of the Cooler Master. You know what? We could do that. I can order a Corsair. I can wait for that for the next day. Fuck it. Let's do it. Shop, power supply, Corsair. Fuck it. You got a high budget. You're good. Okay. So you can come off the bench because you're in my way. I can turn in Bruce Van Cleef. Thank you for the 5-star review, sir. Okay, so I have lots of PCs to look at. I have lots. However, I'm not feeling it anymore. I'm enjoying it, but right now my brain is elsewhere. So I'm going to call it a little bit early and probably go play something else. Probably. We'll see. But no more streaming for tonight. Tomorrow I've got to do work at midnight, so I'm trying to get into that mindset. So I'm going to go ahead and end it a little bit early here. And then Monday, don't know what I'm going to play yet, but I'd like to have some ideas in Discord for starting up a new story type game. Because Enslaved, unfortunately, will not run properly. So I have to pick something else, and my brain's not quite working on what to pick. So let's talk about that in Discord, and then we'll see if we can figure out what to start on Monday. So, Joe, Mackenzie, I haven't seen any other names in a little while, but anyone else who may still be out there, thank you all for coming. Thank you for any subs and follows I might have missed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.